welcome to this episode of Trojan Poetry. I've chosen the poem. Mike has not read it, and I think this one's really curious, and I'm not sure I understand it, especially the ending, but here we go. It's called The Honey Bear.
I'd just like to say it, whenever you warn me before we start filming, I know it's going to be a good one.
Watch out. All right, The Honey Bear by Eileen Myles. Billie Holiday was on the radio. I was standing in the kitchen smoking my cigarette of this pack I planned to finish tonight, last night of smoking youth. I made a cup of this funny kind of tea I've had hanging around. A little too sweet, an odd mix. My only impulse was to make it sweeter. Ivy Anderson was singing Pretty Late Tonight in my very bright kitchen. I'm standing by the tub feeling a little older, nearly 30 in my very bright kitchen tonight. I'm not a bad-looking woman, I suppose. Oh, it's very quiet in my kitchen tonight. I'm squeezing this plastic honey bear, a noodle of honey dripping into the odd sweet tea. It's pretty late. Honey Bear's cover was loose, and somehow honey, dripping down the bear's face, catching in the crevices beneath the bear's eyes. Oh, very sad and sweet. I'm standing in my kitchen. Oh, honey, I'm staring at the honey bear's face.
All right, you did it. You did it. You picked the honey bear.
For a poem with such a sweet title.
Yeah, and a lot about sweetness.
It really does become a curious...
Yeah.
And you know what? I just thought, I should have thought of it. Robin, Swedish pop sensation Robin, who I saw in concert recently, has a new song called Honey. And I should... Okay, so the homework assignment is to go watch and listen to the song Honey, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And very kind of mysterious, or no, very plaintive.
Okay.
But
or
still,
you could attach it to the video.
Yeah,
here.
I'll put a link down. I'll put a link down.
Yeah.
So the honey bear, Mike.
The honey bear.
We've all seen them, the little plastic honey bears with the faces, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And at the very end, oh, very sad and sweet. Oh, honey, I'm staring at the honey bear's face. I just. The whole sweetness thing throughout. At the beginning, she said her tea was a little too sweet, an odd mix. My only impulse was to make it sweeter.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even catch that.
And
good catch.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, that sweetness thing. And then down here it says, a noodle of honey dripping into the odd sweet tea. So again, at the beginning, she's young, and she's drinking her tea the last night of smoking youth. I almost felt like that was a flashback. And then she comes forward to now she's standing by the tub, and she's nearly 30, and yet she's doing the exact same thing. Is that part of, am I missing that, or is that part of what she's feeling at the end, that she looks into her youth?
I don't know.
Used to do?
I don't
felt
know.
like she was thinking back, I was a teenager, I was standing in the kitchen smoking this cigarette, putting honey in my tea, and here I am now, I'm 30, and I'm standing in the kitchen still doing the same thing.
I didn't see it as two different times.
Okay, what did you think?
I thought she was she's saying, like she's 30, she's crossed that milestone, and that was her youth. Like maybe this is her birthday, 29 to 30 birthday. She's going to finish one last pack of cigarettes.
Right.
And then she becomes 30, and she's feeling kind of old, right? Because 30 is ancient.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you there. Go ahead.
No.
Well, it's almost like it needs to be broken into two stanzas, because when it's from Billie Holiday down to In My Very Bright Kitchen, it's all past tense. And then when I'm standing by the tub, it's all present tense.
Yeah, I told you, I'd only read this like twice,
well,
and I was so mystified and so confuddled.
I will hold it against you forever, John.
Man.
So what's with the sweetness? I mean, is it is it that the sweetness has gone out of her life, or she's still repeating the same pattern again, and like, what have I accomplished? And she's looking at the honey dripping down, and she's staring at the honey bear's face like, here we are again, you know.
And is it, oh, honey, she says, oh, honey, like, oh, honey, it could be she's speaking to a person.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Right?
Like, oh, honey, like she had just broken up with someone, or where are you, or...
Right, some kind of relationship has gone wrong, or she wants somebody there, because she's, very sad and sweet. So there's like a obviously bittersweet, sad, sweet thing going on.
Yeah.
And then why the obsession with the bright kitchen? It seems like that's out of, and obviously it seems out of place because it's so bright.
Yes.
And I looked up, Ivy Anderson was a jazz singer in the 1930s, and then the Billie Holiday. So this person is like, listening to old jazzy kind of maybe mournful sad
Yes,
music
well, Billie
in
Holiday.
a bright kitchen,
Right.
thinking about how things are too sweet or wanting things to be even sweeter.
Right, than they currently are. And, you know, going back to your bright kitchen idea, I was just thinking the line where it says, I'm not a bad-looking woman, I suppose.
Right.
And I think of when you're standing in a fluorescent light, like in a bathroom, how bad you just look at yourself.
You
like,
do?
Oh, God. Yeah, all the time. Don't you do it?
I think fluorescent
Usually
light
there's
brings out the best in me.
It's a swinging light bulb. You know, I'm kind of by myself in the basement. No, but you look at yourself, you're like, oh, God, I look terrible. You're like,
yeah.
you know, and I can imagine maybe she's getting that sensation in this bright light, you know, like all your wrinkles and all that kind of stuff shows up. But
yeah, so just full of
I just
ambiguity.
Yeah, Honey Bear, like
Yeah.
just give him a hug, like just keep hanging on to him, you know. And I feel bad for her by the end of the poem.
Right.
It doesn't seem that bad because she's drinking tea and
Yeah, but it's
honey.
weird tea.
Yeah, it's
Right.
odd. She
It's
keeps
odd
saying
tea,
it's
and
odd.
and it's the kitchen is too quiet, or that's very quiet, right? And the all the repetition of this, right? It's like
Right, which is very, like you said, plaintive, and
Right.
maybe it's that she's alone, she's not in a relationship right now. There's no one else
I
there.
can't believe
right?
I didn't think of the Robin connection. Really, the Robin song is perfect. No, because okay, here's the lyric from the Robin song. I know it, right?
Okay,
Oh shoot! Now I'm drawing a blank.
are you gonna sing it, or are you reciting it?
No, well, okay. I'll put a link to the video. It's a great connection. Students would totally, maybe, or you might enjoy, right?
Yeah.
That's, if you don't have students, that connection. Because again, music, lyrics, right, poetry, all that stuff, kind of neat to find those connections. So
Now, which version of the song are you gonna post? The one of you singing it, or Robin?
maybe it'll be me singing with Robin.
Wow.
Because I did see her in concert, and when I got called up on stage, you know.
Dirty, not Dirty Dancing, Dancing in the Dark. I was gonna say Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
Dancing in the Dark style.
Yes,
All
with
right.
Courtney.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the boss.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Join us again here at Trojan Poetry. Check out our website at trojanpoetrydgn.blogspot.com and follow us on Twitter at trojanpoetrydgn.